Hello world. Welcome back to Let's Talk Barca, episode 21. Oh boy, guys. What a horrible game. There couldn't be a worse game to actually have to experience. I mean, all right. So let's talk about it. The game, 3-3, Celta Vigo versus Barcelona. First half started off, it was like, the first 35, 40 minutes of the game were excellent. You got to see the best of Barcelona in terms of what you could see with Fati and Memphis Depay attacking. We got to see good performance from Nico, showing what we missed with a midfielder that actually makes runs into the box. This is what we're referring to, but going back, talking about DeJong and the difference and so forth. But we're going to get into everything. We'll break down the whole game, all right? So let's get back into this, okay, guys? All right, so in the first half, we'll start with the formation. Well, I think I pretty much predicted the formation. Check out the preview game. So the formation was pretty simple. Sergio Busquets did exactly what I thought he would do. Same thing as with Koeman, do pretty much the same. What the best formation you could probably select with the players he had available. So that's Jordi Alba on the left as a left back. Unfortunately, that's the only difference. I mean, he didn't have much choice with Longley. The problem with Longley, Araujo just didn't have the minutes as yet, so you don't know if Araujo can do the full 90. So you had to go with Longley. We'll get back to that. Oh, never want to see that guy in the Barca jersey again. But all right, so then we had Eric Garcia. I thought Garcia played well, actually. I just thought he got a bad yellow card. I thought that was a horrible yellow card on the referee decision. He made one bad tackle, one tackle, and he got punished for it, and that really cascaded in the second half. So Eric Garcia, I thought he played well for the most part. I think that hurt us when he left out, because once Longley was in the game, that was it. Let me get into Longley. All right, so then we had Mangueza. Now I thought Mangueza played well for the first half, but then in the second half, I don't know what happened. It looked like he just had a total brain fart. It's like, all these guys on, Longley and Mangueza, once Araujo came into the game, it's like they just didn't know what to do. It's like they just figured, they just turned stupid. They just turned like headless chickens and were running around in circle, and it was just left. Everything was just left to Araujo. It's like they just said, I'm just going to run around crazy because I have Araujo behind me, and he's going to make up for every damn mistake I make. Like that really pissed me off. It's like everyone was so cautious and nice when Eric Garcia was there, but then as soon as Araujo came in, they started running around like headless chickens. Like, it doesn't matter what I do because Araujo's here to save me. That really pissed me off. That really pissed me off. You know what I mean? Because Araujo was the only one making interceptions and headers. He was doing everything, and everyone else was just running around like a headless chicken. Right? So, all right. So that was thing. And then Busquets, once again, this is the thing I see with Busquets. Busquets, you can see him getting old because he's getting caught on the ball more and more often. And we need to start to do something with that. Now, but Busquets in the first half, he looked good. Him, Nico and DeJong, they played, let me not mention DeJong, but Nico, I thought, played excellent. Nico was awesome. He provided us with that midfield, box-to-box type of play. Nico was responsible, partly responsible for two of those goals. He made a run. Well, the one that he actually assisted, and the other one, it was, he made a good run through the midfield before he laid it off, I believe, to Jordi Alba, who then got the cross to Memphis Depay. So Nico was essential to us in our goals and allowing us to move the ball and so forth. And if you watch, Nico was really playing on the right-hand side, but he went over to the left-hand side where DeJong was supposed to be playing to initiate the offense in all those plays. This is the problem that I have. DeJong right now is like he's not even on the pitch most of the time. Like, DeJong has to sit. Once Pedri comes back, it should be a battle between Nico should have a starter right now based on the way he's playing, and Xavi should be a starter based on the way he's playing. So right now, DeJong and Pedri and Busquets are fighting out for that third spot if we're talking about who's playing the best. Right here, right now, the kids are leading us all the way. Right? These 19-year-old kids are leading us, and all these players that we believe are supposed to be great, they're the ones struggling. All right, so let's get into attack now. Now, the attack was good. Fati, Memphis Depay showed great work down the left-hand flank. We could see, once again, this is what I always said about Fati. If we could keep him healthy, I mean, we've never really seen anything like this. But, it's like, and this is Sergio Barcelona. I mean, he came in and he did, but I'm sort of irritated with him because it's like, because he knows he's not going to be here, he doesn't really care about the players. He's just looking for his own thing, right? So he's putting these players out there and he's putting them in situations that are not in the best situation long term for the players. He risked Dembele because he wanted that one game, so he risked Dembele for longer minutes than he should have, and now Dembele's out. And then once again, he comes right back, and he probably shouldn't have started Fati. He probably should have just only played Fati because Fati he's not used to playing back to, like, 3 days on and 3 days off like that. He's not used to that, so you can't just play, like, and this is the thing. It's like these guys are just idiots. Like, how do you just play Fati like that? You're just going to play him 90 minutes back to back. He's coming off of a year off? And you don't even say, you know what? Let's slowly work him in. It's like, oh, yeah, he played 90 minutes. Let's go. Let's play him another 90 minutes. Let's go. Like these guys are like sometimes it's like, are you the doctors, the physicians? Like, they all should be fired. We fired Koeman, but Koeman was the wrong person. We should have fired the whole medical staff, every last one of them, the trainers, the medical staff, everybody involved in these players and all these damn injuries needs to be fired. Like, this is ridiculous. This is embarrassing. We're not even going to have enough players to even field. This is ridiculous. You know what I mean? Like, what's the point? What's the point of hiring all these managers if they're not going to have players to select from? And then as soon as they get a player, they have to get rid of them because they get injured. Like, come on. So, Fati gets injured again. So now we're out with Fati. Then now Nico looked like he pulled a little groin. Hopefully it's nothing too serious, but it's just like, oh, come on. And then let's get into the second half now, guys. All right, so now that we're into the second, oh my gosh, the second half. Now, I understand why he did the sub with Araujo because of the yellow card and the way the referee was going. You could see the referee almost wanted to give Eric Garcia a yellow card. And then, of course, he had to make the substitution with Fati to bring in Balde. So I don't really mind those substitutions. I don't think those were the problems with the team. I believe the problems with the team came in once we lost Nico. So once we lost Nico, that was it. We no longer had a player that was willing to take on the challenges in the run. Because if you look, they came physical. They were really physical, but Nico was able to really ride off those challenges. If you really go back and watch the game, every time they really tried to get physical with Nico, they were bouncing off of Nico. That's how we got that second goal, the one that the Memphis Depay scored. That Nico bounced off a few guys in the middle of the field over on the left-hand side. After he turned, he spun, he saw Jordi Alba, laid a nice little pass off to Jordi Alba, and then Jordi Alba was able to think. And then in the second half where he got injured, and then, if we go back to even the goal that Busquets scored, Nico was the one again physically getting into the touch line. When he got to the touch line there, he sent in a nice little cutback for Busquets, where Busquets was able to pass it into the net. See, so Nico was really, really the catalyst in our midfield, which DeJong was supposed to be. And this is the problem. As soon as Nico came out, Ricky Puig, that was it. That was the end of the game because, you could see DeJong does not like any physical contact. He runs from any sort of physical contact, and he's looking for help from the referee. Where Nico, he's just going to ride the physical contact and say, yo, I'm bigger than you guys. DeJong, he's a coward. Like, that's really our problem right now. We have too many cowards on our team, right? That is our problem. We have cowards. DeJong's a coward. Busquets is a coward. Ter Stegen's a coward. Like, look at how he folded. Oh, my goodness. Ter Stegen, he folded like a lawn chair. Him and, don't even get me to Longley. Oh, my goodness. Longley in the second half. Let's go into how horrible Longley was. Okay, let's get into this clown. Okay, so we'll get into the clown named Longley. Like, now, there was about 4 or 5 different possessions where Longley just, with no pressure, no nothing, just lost the ball. Just lost the ball. Like, this guy is a mental clown. He should never, ever wear the Barcelona jersey again. He should never even dress. Don't even have him sitting. Listen, you better play Umtiti. I'd rather Umtiti go out there and get injured, right? I'd rather Umtiti go out there and get injured than play Longley's horrible self. Umtiti would never do that nonsense. I don't care what you guys say. I don't care what. Umtiti would never just have the ball at his feet and just lose it 3 and 4 times in a row. Umtiti would never do that. Never. Come on, people. There's no way Umtiti would be that. Umtiti's made of glass, sure. This is probably the longest we've had him because we haven't played him. But he's a whole lot better than Longley. Like, Longley, he's just garbage. He doesn't win anything. He doesn't win tackles. He doesn't win headers. He doesn't cover his man. He doesn't cut out the ball. What does he do? He does nothing. He's a total liability on the pitch. Like, absolute, he's got to go. If he's not sold in January, if he has to be out. He needs to never wear the Barcelona jersey again. I don't care if we have to go to like our juvenile team and get somebody out of juvenile. I'd rather see a 16-year-old 5'10" center back playing than see Longley ever play for Barcelona again. He is an absolute trash. Okay? Just trash. Get him out. Out. I want Longley out. And ter Stegen right behind him. Let's go back and let's go get Olmo and get ter Stegen out. Newcastle wants 55 million for him. Take him. Take him, take Longley, and take Coutinho. Take them all. Give us 150 mil. Take them all, and let's go. Let's bring in Dani Olmo. We could bring in anybody else as center back, a Koundé. I don't care. And then we bring in Onana. That's it. And get those guys out of here. Get them out. And if DeJong doesn't want to shape up, get him out too. I'm sick of these guys. Like the effort. And guess what? New has to go too. Ricky Puig has to go. It's the whole season. You guys been calling for him, and every time he steps on the pitch, he does nothing. Hyperactive and nothing. Nothing. Just garbage. All right, everybody. So, yeah, I just have to calm down a little bit because I'm so ticked off with that whole performance. And once again, I don't think there was really much you could do in terms of coaching. Don't think anything would have changed that. This is just players' will, and I don't think, like I said, I don't think a lot of these guys have any will to win, and I don't think they have any will to actually succeed. And that goes to, I think, ter Stegen, I mean, that was the most horrible second half I've ever seen. That was just horrible from ter Stegen. That's just horrible. Like, it was like Longley, ter Stegen, DeJong, like, you know what I mean? Like, how is it that all our so-called veteran players are just so horrible in the second half as soon as they get any pressure? Like Busquets, as soon as they get any pressure. The only people that played well are the kids. Like that it irritates. I'm telling you guys, it irritates me. It irritates me that Xavi shows more fight and heart than DeJong. That bothers me. It bothers me, right? It bothers me that Nico shows more toughness than anybody else on that team. No one fights on our team more so than Nico. And that bothers me. Xavi and Nico, these kids that come onto the team, show more fight and heart than any of the other players. And it really, 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 really bothers me to see that. It's agonizing to see. It's like, where's the pride? Do you guys have any pride in this jersey? Well, guys, I want you guys to like and subscribe. You know what I mean? And, what a horrible game. And once again, man, this channel is for those who know, and if you don't know, you just don't know. All right? Take care, everybody.